Hi guys and welcome to day 13 of the 25 sessions to Christmas series. Today we're looking at a 1v1 practice. Well, actually it's more of a 1v1 game that progresses into a game that starts with a number of 1v1s taking place and progressively builds into just a regular small-sided game. The practice begins on a 5v5 size pitch. You've got goalkeepers in both goals and everybody else is partnered up in a 1 versus 1. Players can do rock, paper, scissors to decide who starts with a ball, and then they quite literally play 1v1 to the goal that they're attacking. If they lose the ball, they're going to try and protect the goal they're defending. And of course, if they've got the ball, they're going to try and create a bit of space to find an opportunity to score. It is going to make things a little bit difficult for the goalkeepers if 2 shots go in. So make sure you ask the goalkeepers to focus on 1 ball at a time, and also remind the other players not just to shoot and hope, because we don't want the goalkeeper getting a ball in the head. As far as coaching points are concerned, you're going to want to consider asking your players to make sure they're scanning as much as possible. If the defender who's playing against them is really close to them, then they're only going to be able to see the immediate space. If they've got a little bit more time and a little bit more space away from their opponents, then they can look further and they can plot opportunities to try and attack. They can plot spaces or see spaces to try and attack. So you can then start challenging them to think about moving the defender one way so that they can then go and attack the other. It's also going to allow them to see where the other players are so they know where to avoid. Think about the different parts of the feet they're going to use to control the ball in different situations. If there's space there and you want them and they want to run with the ball, so they want to go a little bit faster, it might be more appropriate to use their laces. Whereas if they want to change direction, they want to keep the ball closer, it might be the inside, the outside, the sole of the foot, which will be more beneficial in that situation. I did this practice a couple of weeks ago with my under-9s and they really enjoyed it, but I should warn you, it is quite taxing on their bodies. So make sure you only play for 2 or 3 minutes before giving them a water break, then come straight back in. Or if it's 2 or 3 minutes and then ask a couple of questions, then get them back in. But make sure you're giving them those rest periods in order to keep their energy levels high. In order to add an extra competitive challenge, you might want to set a condition where it's the first player to score 5 goals wins across the whole pitch. So not only are they competing against their opponent, but they're also competing against the other pairs that are on the pitch with them. To progress the session, we're going to introduce a bit more of a team competitive element to this. So what happens, it starts off with a 1v1 game as before, and if a player is able to score, that ball is now dead, and they have 1 goal for their team. Those players can then go and support their teammates. They might decide to go and support out of possession, or they might decide to go and support in possession. The choice is really theirs, but it's up to them to scan and see who needs help the most in a particular moment. In terms of the player on the ball, if they now get that support, so it becomes a 2 versus 1, then you can start introducing that element of disguising your pass. So turning your body as though you're going to pass to someone, moving so the defender moves to block that pass, and then being able to take the ball the other way. This is a skill in a 1 versus 1 which can be really beneficial, but when you're just doing a pure 1v1, rather than having that second player, it doesn't come out as much, as there's no reason for the players to have to use that. Play until all the balls have been scored. So the example we've got on the screen, this starts as a 4-ball game and gradually decreases till it's just a regular 1 ball 4 versus 4. If you like the video, if you like the series, make sure you subscribe to us. Give us a like if you like this video in particular. The playlist can be found on our channel, and if you use this session with your team, please let us know how you get on in the comments section.